What's up YouTube, Kristo here, and I've got a scent to the day haul video for you. It's been a really long time since I've actually sat in front of the camera and done anything, and I've got time today, so I figured I would take the opportunity. So my scent to the day, first of all, this is Montal Dark Purple. This is my scent. I really enjoy this. I do find similarities between this and Noir de Noir from Tom Ford. A lot of people don't agree with me, but I still do find similarities. They don't smell the same, but they do something very similar. I really enjoy both. So, you know, I'm not saying one is better or worse than the other. Both great. Let us know your scent of the day. Comment down below. You can also check in. Let us know what city, state, province, territory, region, country, continent, whatever, wherever you're watching from. So before I get into the haul, just a quick couple things. First, I want to say thank you to my new subscribers. I've had minimal output the last couple months, but somehow, I have no idea how, I've ended up with like 200 new subscribers, which is just unbelievable. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. I genuinely do. For my old subscribers, of course, I haven't forgotten about you. You're what keep me doing this. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your patience and loyalty. Also, first day of school, first day back to school. That's why I'm dressed like this. You're probably not used to seeing me in anything other than shorts and a t-shirt, so this is actually how I dress 5 days a week. So usually by the time I get home, I'm tired and grumpy and, you know, want to get out of my clothes. So I throw on something different, but I thought, you know, to commemorate the occasion today, I would keep on the shirt and tie. So yeah, let's get into the haul. I want to do this quicker. I do often get sidetracked with my hauls, so hopefully I can do this a bit quicker. So first, chronologically, I think it's been a long time. I picked up a his and hers purchase for my wife. I picked up Le Petit Robe Noir EDT, and I picked up Guerlain Homme L'Eau Boissy. We bought these when we were going out of town for the long weekend, the Easter long weekend, and she definitely made out way better than I did. This is a really nice scent. I like this quite a lot. Transparent, minimal cherry fragrance. This, I don't even like the original Guerlain Homme, and I like this a lot less. So yeah, I actually have worn hers more than I've worn mine. Next, this one has kind of sparked an interest in me in a new kind of genre of gourmands. This is Jeu de Peau from Serge Lutens, and I had smelled this before. I had smelled it. I got a sample and it just blew my mind. I loved it. So this has kind of introduced me to the pastry gourmand. Become really interested in it. Love this. Next, I got to give a big shout out to Jason. If you're watching, you'll know who you are, obviously. Prada Amber Pour Homme Intense, Big Poppy. I've been trying to get my hands on this for nearly 2 years, actually more than 2 years. I saw this in duty free when I flew back to Canada a couple years ago, and I tried it and it just kind of threw me because it smelled so different to the original Prada Amber Pour Homme. I didn't really know what to make of it. I ended up picking up something different at duty free, and you know, I just, you know, I need to get my hands on it. Finally, Jason like properly hooked me up with that and some very generous samples. Next, I picked up a pair of Heelys. I picked up Fig and Iris, and I picked these up locally, which was quite nice, and for the old price as well. I got these for a really good price, much lower than retail is now. And the interesting thing about these, these are 2 of only 3 or 4 Heelys I've ever tried, and those are the 2 that I like the most, so I was pretty happy. I just grabbed them both, really happy with them. Next, this was in my Scent of the Day video recently, if you watched that. Fields of Rubus from Kerosene. This is a very nice patchouli, raspberry, vanilla fragrance. Fairly simple, I think. It's not overly complicated, but wow, it smells so good. You know, Kerosene, man, I doubt he's watching, but if you are, man, you're doing a damn good job. Next, this is another his and hers pickup. For the wife, this is another pastry gourmand. This is Bond number 9, I Love New York for her. And for myself, I picked up Jubilation 25. You guys know enough about this already. I'm not going to get into it. Next, a couple of disappointing splits. Le Labo from the Bass Notes Facebook splits. I'm kind of like the last 3 Le Labos I've tried, I haven't been very impressed with them. This time I have Patchouli 24 and Neroli 36. Patchouli 24, if you're familiar with Le Labo and if you've heard of Patchouli 24, you probably know that this is supposed to smell like, it's been compared to everything from barbecued ribs to smoked beef jerky to burnt hot dogs, and I was like, wow, I gotta try that. Even if it is just for the novelty factor, I gotta try it. And I don't get the meatiness at all. I definitely get smokiness. That's undeniable, but the first hour to 2 hours of this are just like a really heavy smoke, but it is more of like a bonfire smoke rather than an incense smoke, which is okay, because, you know, I've got so many incense fragrances. And then it kind of goes from smoke into vanilla smoke combination, and then it just kind of goes into straight up vanilla. And you know, it's well composed, it's got high quality notes, but it's just not as weird as I was hoping. Next though, this stands probably as one of my best blind buys ever. I love this so very much. This is Ce Soir au Jamais from Annette Goutal. And wow, this is a beautiful rose scent. It's just so delicate and soft, but it's a bit sweet, it's a bit jammy. Oh, I love it so much. The closest thing I can actually compare this to is Bay Rose 26 from Le Labo, which is a $450 city exclusive. And I got this for such a good price. I'm so happy with it. I love this and Bay Rose 26. I do find them, you know, different enough, but both fantastic. Next, this is a house. I've tried a few fragrances from them, and this is really the only thing that's ever grabbed me from them. This is Heliotrope from Etro, and this is a really soft, again, fairly minimal. I think that's kind of what Etro does. It's fairly soft, simple, and this is very creamy and rich, and I don't know if I'd call it a gourmand, but it's pretty close. It's got heliotrope, it's got creamy almond, and I do believe there is some vanilla in here as well. Whatever it is, this is fantastic. Unfortunately, like a lot of people say, this and most Etros just have really terrible longevity. Next, I picked up a few of the pure fragrances from Thierry Mugler. Not 1 nor 2, but 3. Fragrance Bros came through big time and hooked me up with 2. They hooked me up with Pure Leather and Pure Shot. I had tried Pure Leather before and I love it. This is probably my #1 from the Pure line. It is definitely the closest to Amen in my opinion, which is my favorite from Thierry Mugler. It's darker, it's heavier, it's richer though. It's got this amazing tar note, what I interpret as a tar note, and it's just amped up if you like the tar note in the original. Really like this. On the other hand, Pure Shot, Pure Shit as people called it. Never tried it, I just wanted it to have it. I really like the bottle. Yeah, it's nothing special. I do find it to be pretty similar to Iceman. A lot of people talked about how close this was to Iceman when it came out, and I definitely do see where they're coming from. Although I do think there's a lot more sweetness in this from the juniper, which I think is an improvement, and the patchouli in the base and the dry end of this isn't too overwhelmingly, you know, synthetic and weird and stuff. It's okay, but I highly doubt I'm going to get much use out of it already owning Iceman. And the third, to finish the trifecta, This is Pure Havane. This is probably my number 2 of the pure fragrances. I like this actually more than Pure Malt. It's just got a little bit more character to it. It is sweeter though, in my opinion. It's just kind of like at that level where if it was any sweeter, I don't think I would be into it. So I'm enjoying that. Let's organize these here. Picked this up locally. This is one of the few niche houses that you can actually get readily in Jakarta, strangely. This is Maison Francis Courdien's A Pomme pour Homme. Really liking this. I believe it is orange flower in the opening, the predominant note, and it dries down to this beautifully smooth amber fragrance. Really like this. It's definitely the most casual from the MFK fragrances, in my opinion. Next, strange, people are comparing this to Aventus, but it seems anything with pineapple is getting compared to Aventus nowadays. This is Ananas Fizz from L'Artisan, and this is actually, if not the cheapest, then it is definitely one of the cheaper fragrances from L'Artisan. Really nice though. It's really simple again. There's only 3 notes in it, and I do think that is about right. There's woody notes, and there's pineapple and citrus. Really enjoy this. Aventus comparison, I don't know. I actually want to do a head-to-head, so you'll have to stay tuned and find out. Next, I got a great buy. I picked up some Nasamatos for an excellent price. I picked up Pardon, and it was funny because I was looking at Pardon, I was looking at Duro, and Duro had a lot of people talking about it at that time, like right specifically in those few days when I was looking at them. And I was like, you know what, the notes from Pardon look like they'd be something that I'd be more likely to wear. So I ended up taking Pardon, and, you know, kind of blind buyer's remorse. As soon as I pressed pay, I was like, I should have taken Duro, but I got it in the mail and I really, really like it. People compare it to Lidge from Guerlain, and I actually can see a comparison. And I was a bit worried because I've really gone off Lidge recently, both the EDT and the EDP, but I heavily prefer that to both of them. And finally, it's taken me so long to get a bottle. And not just a bottle, I actually got Afgano, Black Afgano, and a backup. Very happy. I had tried this before, so it wasn't blind like Pardon. Yeah, I love this. This is a love-or-hate fragrance, and I really do love it. And I haven't even sprayed it yet. I'm saving it. I've only got 60 ml, probably to last me forever, so I'm going to keep that until I really need it. Quickly, a few backup bottles. Dior Fahrenheit 200 ml, a big whopper there. Nothing vintage or anything. I just got it for a good price, and it is a fantastic scent. And a backup tester of Gucci Pour Homme 2. There's so much talk about this being discontinued, whether it is, whether it isn't, and I still can't find a definitive answer. It seems to me to be more pulled out of certain regions rather than discontinued. I could be wrong, but either way, it's very hard to find in Indonesia now. And I got a bottle 100 ml backup for a very good price, so I'm really happy, so I can start wearing my other bottle. I was down to like 30-40 ml, so I'll definitely be able to get some more use out of this then. So there you go. Thank you for watching, everyone. I really hope to have some videos out, a few more videos out in the next couple days. Just bear with me, and yeah, stay tuned and take care.